Ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus. I got a message for those of you who are here. As you can see, I'm an older guy. I've been around longer than most of you, or should I say many of you. And I want to tell you something. Some of the stories and information that you have been receiving is not working good for you. It's not true. Now, the intent perhaps was to be a beneficial conduit. But in truth, it has been a chain, something to capture and hold you in stead. But I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, this. You've heard people tell you about live a certain kind of life. And if you do so, don't do too bad. When you die, you go to heaven. If you do kind of real bad, you die, you go to hell. Don't nobody believe that, because people do what they want to do anyway. But I want to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to pay attention to me. This thing that God set up is no joke. And God is not allowing any of us, as smart as we are, to make a fool out of him. And we should not think for one moment that we're making a fool out of God. We are not. So let me just tell you a couple of plans that God got in play. God has made it possible that everything that we need here on earth, we can have it. It's available to us. And we put ourselves together in unity. All of us recognize who we are and what we are and why we are. We can do the same things collectively together that God does as God alone. We become God down here. And we can create what we want. We can create heaven. And the paradise that people talk about dying and going to, we have right here. We don't have to worry about dying. Or we can create hell. You don't have to worry about going somewhere to no hell. You're going to create it right here. These are the two choices that have always been put before us. In certain parts of the world, everywhere, there have been people living in worse times than others. But now is the time for all those things to come together collectively. For us to either change the world and make it a heavenly place, or change it and make it a hellish place. The challenge is between the lovers and the haters. The lovers will have God behind them, but you will never get the miracles until they are required. Everything that you can do must be done by you. So I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, it's not only that. You should protect your lives, take care of yourselves. Make sure that you got the right health care systems. Make sure that you've been treated and protected from sicknesses and diseases and viruses. Make sure all these things happen. Because if you don't, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't care about people, other people, people that are older than you, if you don't care about them, you're going to get old one day, and you're going to get a chance to find out the truth about how people treat old people. When you live your life not caring about others, it doesn't profit you. I don't care how beautiful you were, how handsome you were. You end up being a swivel up grape. Old swivel up. In most instances, funky, sick, and very few people care about you unless you got money, and then they only care about your money. And see, in a God system, there ain't no money. It's all about one another. But if you continue to carry yourself the way you're carrying, it isn't going to do anything for you. Because when you're going to get, not only are you going to get old and ugly, you're going to get sick. And it's going to cause a lot of pain. It's going to cause a lot of suffering. Ain't nothing nobody can do about it. The system has not been established to protect you from that. And it's going to take advantage of you just like any virus. And I say to you, ladies and gentlemen, please, when that pain comes on you, and you find yourself screaming, trying to get rid of that pain, and there seems to be nothing that you can do, screaming, hollering for that pain, I want you to know that that is a reflection of the life you lived. That's a life where you didn't care about anybody but yourself or you and yours. And it has gotten you to this point that now you ain't dead, You owners are going through some hell, some pain that's kicking your butt. And a lot of people go through it, ladies and gentlemen. Very few people are blessed enough to get somebody to give them some drugs, and they don't know what's happening. And they have a nice floating off high into never, never land and never come back. No pain, no suffering. They left out of here a top star, a prime one, beautiful one, talented one, speak the truth, love you, and just slide out of here. Ooh-wee. Every human being was taken down that way, not having to go through this pain and stuff. But the pain and stuff, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know you bring it on yourself. You bring it on yourself. You mess over people. You don't care about people. I'm just reciting it again. Mess over people. You don't care about people. You just abuse people, exploit people. And at the end of the day, you think you've gotten through it on life. And you get old with your ugly self and land on your bed and won't die. And you just in there crying, help me, help me, help me, help me. And all of the stuff that you've done, all the pain and suffering that you've caused comes right before your life. You're sitting there thinking about it. And there you are, can't do nothing but hollering and screaming. And there ain't no mercy for you nowhere. Ain't no pill gonna work all the way. You just give you a little refuge. Boy. I'm telling y'all, change your ways. Change your ways while you got a chance before you get there. Because if you don't, I'm telling you, you coming. Thank me for telling you that, because I'm glad I did. Bye-bye.